Yobachi 2007 back at it again. We want to take a moment here to check in on our friend Roda Osman, or they call him the Brick Baby. And we got some information that makes things seem that the genesis and motivation really pushing all of her actions may be something other than what it seems. She may have a pattern of activity here that I want to get into and show you all vis-a-vis how she gets money out of these situations. But before we do that, for those who are giving her and donating money to her, black folks in general, mostly black women going really hard, let's remind ourselves of who we're going hard for and what she thinks about you all, what she thinks about black women and black men. The ones who are going so hard for her being black women. This wasn't in my previous video, but this is actually going to be in my next video. But let's get a preview of her statements about black women.
But but I'm really talking to like cis women because like it's giving y'all real jealous. Like y'all real jealous because they can, will, and have pulled your ninja. All the trans girls ever did was teach y'all how to wear makeup because yes, the makeup you wear today is trans makeup. They teach y'all how to do y'all hair. They got y'all hair together. And like, what do y'all think those BBL bodies are? Because them legs, hips, and body, y'all got that from the trans girls.
All right, so when they say cis, that's just their gender studies speak for straight women for the most part. And so this is what she thinks about black women. You're not real women. The men wearing wigs are the real women, and y'all jealous. So this is what she thinks of black women. And let's hear about what she thinks about black men. This is from the original video I did on this subject about the situation, and let's take a little listen. It is to denigrate black men, to find a reason to denigrate black men. But let's see from this video on her social media that that is not something new. That is not something to the moment. That has nothing to do with what happened to her. That is her predisposed disposition about black men and about how she sees men in general and their role in society. Yet at that moment, all of a sudden, she wants black men to protect her. Let's hear what she thinks about men.
Happy Pride. I hope every black woman is kissing another black woman because we are the innate protectors and the providers. We protect societies, we protect communities with our intellectual property, with our lived experiences, with our breast milk, with our bodies. We're the ones. And the two. Bitch, not even the three. Bitch, not even the three. Because men are not providers and protectors, not innately.
So that's the foolishness that she's coming with right there. And as we pointed out in that video as well, her first action when she gets hit with the brick is to go on live. Instead of using her phone to call the police to come protect her, who are paid and sworn to do that, or to call an ambulance for medical help, her first thought was to get on the gram, get on TikTok, and broadcast live to denigrate black men on the spot rather than getting the help she needs and to create content for attention. And we've got some stuff here we're getting ready to look at to show that she's constantly seeking attention and constantly seeking to get herself into the media. Before we do that, can I get you to like real quick? Just hit the like button. It's free, it's quick, and we're going to get right back to the program. All right, so it is her constant disposition to find her way into the media, and she's always finding her way into the media as a victim. Either she's victimized, she's in there being a victim, she's victimizing people, or she's denigrating people, black people, and especially black men. But as you can see from that video, she'll come for the sisters too if you are a straight woman. All right, so doctoral student shares her near Ahmad Arbery and Sean Reed experience. All right, so this is her. This is Roda Osman, right? That's her name, and she's Somali. She's talked about being a refugee. Don't know how true that is. Just because she immigrated here from Somalia doesn't mean she was a refugee, but maybe she was. And she just goes into this story about how she was in the dollar store and she was in there. She said she was talking to her sister, I guess, on the phone in Somali, and somebody didn't like it, so they called security on her. But according to security, she was cursing, or at least the person who was making the accusation says that she was swearing in the store and picking up a lot of fuss, which actually seems to coincide with the way she verbalizes and conducts herself on every single video that you see. Loud, vulgar, nonstop. So I guess this is her taking a picture of the security guard confronting her. She claims that this is a near Ahmaud Arbery experience. That brother who was castigated in the street for being in public in a neighborhood where somebody thought he shouldn't be, run down by car, they jump out the car, point a gun at him, and blow Ahmad away. And she's claiming being asked to leave a store is akin to his experience. Nothing happened to her. I tried to read through as much of this crap as I could. It's just her waxing, gender studyingly in her verbiage and her analysis about the situation and about how she's so much a victim. And maybe these people did come from her as a black person. Obviously, I've dealt with in stores, having people follow you. Usually, when I was young, that was a thing a lot back in the day. So it's possible this went down the way she says it, but she seems to always find a way to be a victim and to find a way to get herself media around her victimization, as she's doing with the current situation. She made it big media. Now, I also want to go to another thing. So let's look at this here. This is a GoFundMe page. And keeping in mind the story we just went over, this is a black Muslim mother. Miss Osman is a black Muslim mother, single mom. So a young black Muslim single mother was viciously assaulted by private security in Minneapolis. Sound like a similar circumstance? Now she lives in Texas currently, but this is in Minneapolis. This was in Texas here in this story in 2020, but I think she had just moved there. She talks about moving to Texas and she should have known better because it's a bigoted state. That's what she said people were saying to her at the time she moved there. That's what it says in that article. This does not have her name on it, but this was also in 2020 with a very similar type of story. And this is how I looked it up to even get to that video. In the metadata of not the video, of that link for the GoFundMe. So in the metadata of the link, it says it's on behalf of Roda Osman. The current GoFundMe she's using, she didn't put it up herself. A friend put it up on her behalf. But it's for Roda Osman, a young black Muslim single mother. So in 2020, both in Texas and in Minneapolis, she's being assaulted by private security, according to her. And here, she had a goal of $5,100, and she juiced $4,800 out of people. I'm sure out of mostly black women and some black men, but the same black women who are jealous of men in wigs, who taught them how to be women because they the real women, according to her. She juiced them for 48 back in 2020. I also have information saying that she also got GoFundMe money for this incident, but I couldn't find a GoFundMe that still exists. I couldn't find it anywhere. So I don't know if she juiced this one, but she certainly mediaized it. She certainly made sure she got publicity and made it a media event to increase her profile. This is the exact same profile that BLM, Black Lives Matter, the movement of Black Lives Matter, I'm with us standing up for our rights and asserting that our lives matter. The organization called Black Lives Matter, that was organized by who? Gay and queer black feminist women again, the exact demographics that Miss Osman fits into. She's a lesbian, black, gender studies minded fourth wave feminist. And the playbook that they use to rack up and racketeer in all that money they got that they're now being busted for, that they went and just spent on themselves to go build $1 million houses and take trips and vacations and kick it with, that didn't go to fighting for the people, that went to their pockets personally as individual women. She's using the same playbook. Assert Ahmaud Arbery and Sean Reed and other real victims of real incidents. Try to play yourself up as if you had those same things happen to you, and then raise money off of those incidents. That's what she's out here appearing to do. And here goes her latest. Help Rhoda, again, that's her name. That's her right there. Without the hematoma from the brick, right? Here she is. Her friend made this one for her as well. My good friend Rhoda was visually attacked, and it says somewhere in here that she asked me to make this GoFundMe $35,000. Y'all are sending it to her. But this is what she think of y'all women who sending her that money. This is what she think of y'all black women.
Let's keep it real. Now, I'm not talking about a girl with a big ass, because, shout out to Somalia, shout out to Nigeria. I'm talking about this whole 20-inch waist, titties that sit right here, big butt, all at it, and now y'all running to the doctor to go get it. Y'all love the trans girls. They taught y'all how to sissy y'all fucking walk when y'all were out here walking like dinosaurs. They taught y'all how to put all
Men with wigs taught y'all how to be sissies to be women. That's who y'all capping out for. She seems to find a way to make a media event out of every part of her life, and to make that media event a lucrative financial event to pay her bills. That's what I'm seeing. That's what my eyes are showing me. I don't know what y'all seeing, but that's how things appear. Yo, about your 2007, hit the like button, like me up. I'm out on this one. Peace.